Wakisema one term tunawaambia nini? Tunawaambia nini? Tunawaambia nini? Ati Kisumu mnawaambiaje? Ati Kisumu mnawaambiaje? Wamesikia hawajasikia? Tunaelewana? Mimi nataka niwaulize watu ambao hawana mpango, hawana sera, hawana maono, ati kazi yao ni majina. Sijui Ruto must go. Sijui Kasongo. Sijui one term. Hawa tutawaonyesha kivumbi, watashangaa. Ama mnasemaje Kisumu? Tuko pamoja? These are people who have no vision. They have no plan. They have no agenda.
Ladies and gentlemen, William Ruto and his entire brigade, they keep on rubbishing Rigathi Gachagua. But I want to tell you one simple thing. Whatever they say, it's not what they mean. Deep inside their hearts, they know very well that whatever Rigathi Gachagua is saying, this is going to be dangerous as far as 2027 general elections are concerned. And they know deep inside, they know that Rigathi Gachagua is the representation of the people of Mount Kenya who bestowed William Ruto to leadership. So William Ruto and his entire team, they know about that. And that is why, despite rubbishing Rigathi Gachagua, taking him to be a minute person, taking him to be somebody who does not matter, who will not vie and stuff, but they still go to Harambes and talk about Rigathi Gachagua. To launch a project, they talk about Rigathi Gachagua. They go to even churches, they talk about Gachagua. Some of them actually, they even go to parliament and hold what you call the entire session talking about Rigathi Gachagua. Most of them go to TVs and talk about Rigathi Gachagua. Waminyoro all over. This is done right from the president, deputy president, all the way to the MCS. That is a clear indication that whatever they are saying, it is not what they mean in their hearts. Why? They are rubbishing Rigathi Gachagua with one hand, and the other hand, they are also talking about what he says, what he does, and they're also talking about his intentions. That means they know that Mount Kenya, it is not a region to joke with. And I am telling you today, take it to the bank, that this Mount Kenya is the king of the Kenyan leadership. Is the king of the Kenyan presidency. And it's going to happen that way forever. Why? They have already inculcated a habit that I've shared in most of the videos. Now, on this particular video here, ladies and gentlemen, I want to take you through on the reasons as to why they keep on attacking Rigathi Gachagua and what Rigathi Gachagua is intending to do. But before I take you through, if this is the first time you're watching my videos, take a second to subscribe. My number is always here. If you want to talk to me, share with me at any time, I'll always appreciate. Also, for those who want to support the channel, you're always welcome. Ladies and gentlemen, let me give you 2 seconds to subscribe before I proceed. Now, let me proceed. Thank you so much for subscribing. Ladies and gentlemen, William Ruto knows that Rigathi Gachagua is an orator, he's a mobilizer, and is wealthy. With these 3 aspects, he's able to do campaigns in the mountain successfully and actually drive William Ruto out of politics completely. So William Ruto knows that Rigathi Gachagua is not a person to underrate. That is why he keeps on talking about Waminyoro, Makabila, to just try to diminish Rigathi Gachagua. But the fact is, he knows Rigathi Gachagua is different. He's a dangerous man when it comes to dealing with him on politics. And the fact remains that if there's somebody to take William Ruto home, it is Rigathi Gachagua. Matiang'i can be the presidential flag bearer, but without Gachagua, William Ruto will not go home. Kalonzo can be the presidential flag bearer, but without Gachagua, William Ruto cannot go home. So therefore, the key person in this opposition team, it is Rigathi Gachagua. That one you have to take it to the bank. So ladies and gentlemen, as you speak today, it's very clear that William Ruto knows whatever Rigathi Gachagua is doing, it has a very significant impact to his ascending to power in 2027. And why is it that Mount Kenya, it is what we call the king of the Kenyan politics? Number one, and I'm saying Mount Kenya to be specific, let's go to the Kikuyus. Number one is because of the numbers. So the numbers they bring on board, it is what William Ruto does not want these numbers to be united. He knows if these numbers are mobilized, they'll vote against him in 2027. And if they vote against him, whoever they are going to vote for becomes the president. And to steal votes after Mount Kenya had voted for that person, it's going to be difficult because the margin will be so big. 2 million, 3 million, 4 million plus. That's number one. Number two, historically, the Mount Kenya has determined the presidency ever since 2002. So their determination of who wins the presidency, it cannot be a miracle that in 2027 it's not going to be effective. Whether William Ruto tries to create Mount Kenyas all over the country, there's none Mount Kenya that can match the real Mount Kenya. As we speak today, the mobilization that will come from Rigathi Gachagua, it has never been there before in other elections. So therefore, William Ruto knows with Mount Kenya having Rigathi Gachagua, that is a different level that he has to be very careful about. Now, also, William Ruto knows that Mount Kenya know how they gave him the power. So they know how to take him out of power because they know the secret of getting the power. And that secret, William Ruto knows Rigathi Gachagua is aware of. So if they slightly deviate from the plan and allow Rigathi Gachagua to proceed the way he's proceeding right now, the fact is William Ruto knows he's going home. Therefore, that is why you find them in parliament giving more than half of afternoon to talk about Rigathi Gachagua alone. And it's talked of by opposition, by ODM and the other people for a long time. Something that you wonder what is really happening with the members of parliament. Ladies and gentlemen, we also have the interest of the people of Mount Kenya. As we speak today, even the empowerment programs, they are all directed to Mount Kenya. Most of them. It's only after criticism, Kithure Kindiki decided, let me also go to Kisii. Let me also go to these places. It is because Kindiki knows very well that he will be criticized for just doing the money giving in the Mount Kenya region alone. But his aim is to deal with Mount Kenya. Is to ensure that he has gotten support from Mount Kenya. And I saw one of my supporters here on the channel saying that with these empowerment programs, if they're intensified, then the ground is going to shift against Rigathi Gachagua. However, I know very well that Rigathi Gachagua will neutralize the events. He will neutralize the events. Rigathi Gachagua, oh God, he's a very direct man. That guy, you cannot deal with him. He's not a gentleman that Uhuru Kenyatta was. No, he's a gentleman, but in politics, he never tolerates that. So that is where we are saying that Ruto only wants a quarter of the Mount Kenya votes. And William Ruto knows that quarter, he doesn't want to give it to William Ruto at all. That goal is about 2 million. How on earth is that going to happen? So Rigathi Gachagua is working up and down to ensure that whatever happens from William Ruto, he is completely neutralizing it. So that when it comes to people trying to gauge, there's no alternative. So he has to keep on showing the people of Mount Kenya the real picture of President William Ruto. Because there's no miracle that's going to happen under William Ruto's regime. It is just tokenism, like now we are seeing Kithure Kindiki bringing programs that are completely not necessary. In that, if you are giving money to artists, then call all of them in the entire country and give them the 50,000. If it is empowering Mama Mboga, all these Mama Mbogas in the country, they need the money. If it is empowering Boda Boda, get all Boda Bodas, give them money. Then if it's an empowerment program, let it be available to every person in this country. But not that you direct it to some individuals in the name of empowering that it's a program from the government. I don't know what's your take on the comment section. Share with me on what you think about the Mount Kenya's ability.